Hi there. Ever had that problem that every time you start a video, it just doesn't work? I'm having that today, majorly. I'm screwing up left and right. So we'll see if this video will work, and otherwise I have to do like 100 other takes. Anyway, it's a vinyl update. Got some really cool records at Goodwill, got some new records, and I've got some shitty records. So I'm going to start with the shitty ones because I just don't want to talk too long about them. First up, Device. Self-titled album, I think, except that Discog says this is the title. And it says 22B3. On the spine, on the labels, it doesn't say anything, but Device. This is from 1986. It is pretty horrendous pop music. It's slickly produced. It's terrible. It looked nice. I expected this to be a little, I don't know, maybe a mixture between Duran Duran type music and maybe synth pop, but it's not. It's just commercial trash. So I will not keep it. It was 50 cents. You sometimes win, you sometimes lose. Like this one. This is Berlin, Count 3 and Play. Pray, sorry. Also from 1986, which I think I am now labeling the worst year in pop music. This is not good either. It's got Take My Breath Away, which I already consider to be one of the worst songs on a soundtrack ever. But yeah, Berlin. Never had any of their vinyl. Now I have it, but I'm not going to keep it. No, this is not what I'm looking for. I've heard stuff from their first two albums, which I like a lot more. That's synth pop. This is just terrible. Terrible, terrible. I got the rest of the records that I got, they're good. They get my seal of approval. First up, this is a compilation called The Age of Atlantic. I think it's from 1971. Could be wrong. It's a gatefold. Inside they have all the albums by the artists that feature on this compilation, and the artists are Delaney and Bonnie, featuring Eric Clapton, MC5, Allman Brothers Band, Yes, Cold Blood, Led Zeppelin, Iron Butterfly, Dada, Dr. John, Vanilla Fudge, and Buffalo Springfield. With the exception of Dada, I know of these artists. I have not heard music by all of these artists. Dr. John I've not heard music by, and Delaney and Bonnie I've not heard music by, and Cold Blood I have not heard music by. But the rest I know musically, and I find them interesting. So this was a pretty cool find. 50 cents. So yeah, this is really, really nice. Getting more into the classic rock stuff. Not really a big classic rock collector, but I like it. This is from the Goodwill where I got my Tangerine Dream haul last time. They had some really nice records. First up, it's Relics of the Incredible String Band from 1971. It's on Butterfly Electra. It's a British copy, and it features music from predominantly 3 albums. The albums in question are The Incredible String Band, The 5,000 Spirits or the Layers of the Onion, and Hangman's Beautiful Daughter. That's music from those 3 albums. I don't have those albums, but I now have this. There's one track that doesn't get linked to any of these 3 albums, so that might be an original. I don't know. Anyway, I love the Incredible String Band, and this is a pretty cool find. Last time I showed Chris Hinze combination, Chris Basket shown Chris Hinze combination as well. He's shown a record I still need. Virgin Sacrifice, I believe, is the album he got. But I was lucky to find their debut album called Stoned Flute from 1970. This is another killer monster jazz fusion album. I don't know how to describe this. Every album they do has a different sound. Last time I showed Sister Slick, that's rock fusion, jazz rock fusion. I have another album by them from, I think, 73. That should be their third album. That is more funk, jazz funk. I don't know what the album is that Chris has, what that sounds like. But this is sort of a fusion mixed with free jazz. This is a lot more experimental. Heavy on the flute. And it's just a killer album. I really enjoy the Chris Hinze combination. Not so much his solo work. That's more standard jazz mixed with classical elements, which I don't really like. But this is pretty cool. I love the cover, the kid with the tie-dye shirt, and then you got this kid with, I don't know what the hell that kid is wearing. It's just very colorful, very 70s. So once again, show me inside again. That's Chris Hinze. I'll keep an eye out for any of their albums because they need to be spread among the vinyl community. Picked up Ultrafox's first album called Ultrafox from 1977. There's the members, and most importantly, here's John Fox, who's the lead singer in Ultrafox at this particular point in time. Not as synthy as the albums that came after this. This is more punk, but it's pretty cool. Co-produced by Brian Eno, so that's pretty cool, but it doesn't have the Eno sound. It's on Island Records. It's Ultrafox. It's cool. Picked up Ravi Shankar's The Exotic Sitar and Sarod. Actually, this one is officially called Duets, and it's from 1965. This is the reissued, different titled version from, I think, the early 70s or late 60s. It's 2 tracks, both 20 plus minutes. They're ragas. They're just, sitar, tablas, awesome Indian classical music. It's on, where are we? Capital International series, and I'm stoked. This is still in shrink, and it's in an immaculate condition, and I love Ravi Shankar, so can't go wrong there. Also, and this is the last Goodwill record that I've got, I found this, the Dave Brubeck Quartet, Time Out, also in shrink. Not a big jazz collector, but I know Take 5 and the track Blue Rondo a la Turk. That's killer stuff. Thick cardboard sleeve, which made me think this would be an American copy. It is not. I don't know if you can see it, but the label says Lado A. which means it's a Spanish release. At least that's what I thought after that. But it's neither. It's a Mexican release. My very first Mexican piece of vinyl, and it's this album, in shrink, immaculate condition. Couldn't be more stoked. So that's the Goodwill finds. Next up, 3 albums and the 7-inch. That's new stuff. Starting off with the new Guided by Voices album called English Little League. It's on Fire Records in the UK. I think Guided by Voices put it out themselves in the US. This is the inner sleeve, nothing in the back. That's the label. I have not listened to this, but it's Guided by Voices, so it should be pretty lo-fi. It should be pretty short. It's got a shitload of tracks, as you can see, so it's Guided by Voices. No need to explain what they sound like. If you don't know Guided by Voices, check them out online. It might be something for you, it might not. I think people who like Guided by Voices, they're not gonna get this. But I'm a big admirer of them, so I tend to follow whatever they do. And this is the first of 2 records they're gonna release this year, so that's pretty cool. Came with this EP called Glue On Bicycle, which has 7 tracks. This is a CD. And I ordered this from a Dutch website, and I don't think officially this should have been sent to me, but if you ordered it through Fire Records in the UK, this was a bonus that they would give to you. I got it as well, so that's pretty cool. Also ordered from that same website is a new reissue by Spacemen III, Sound of Confusion. This is one of several reissues they're going to be putting out in the next couple of weeks. Basically, I pre-ordered this way before Record Store Day. Then Record Store Day came and they were changed to Record Store Day exclusives, and they didn't make the Record Store Day, so they're being released after Record Store Day. It's 180 gram reissues, white vinyl. Yeah, there are multiple reissues of this, so if you like droney, shoegazy, psychedelic 80s rock, well, you can find more issues than just this one out there. But if you like colored vinyl, pick this one up. Last 2 are albums, or is music from a label called Subroutine, which I've mentioned multiple times before. I really, really enjoy this label, and the 2 releases that I've got now are pretty good. First up, it's this 7-inch by a band called Avery Plains. The A side is called The Gloomy Ones. That has sort of this Jack Skellington type drawing on it. And the other one is called Lost My Sight to a Spider, which has a mutilated bear on it. Indie rock, pretty 90s sounding indie rock to me. I like this a lot. The sleeve has printed on it. Looks like a classic, outer sleeve, but it's just printed on it, and it's pretty cool. And the last record I got is the debut album by Wolfon called Folds. There you are. It's in a plastic sleeve. for a simple reason that it's a pretty darn weird and hard to figure out sleeve. Because, like I said, this is the album title, but if you move the folds like that, this is going to be difficult. Then the album is called Vols. And if you put them like this, the album is called Fools. Which I think is just brilliant. The packaging opens up like this, and that's the album. And inside you get lots of text, lots of information. It's not the most easy to access record, but I don't mind. It's pretty cool. Wolfon, noise, rock, outfit from the northeast part of Holland, student town called Groningen. They are from there, like Avery Plains. They're also from Groningen. Big indie rock scene there. But this noise rock, shoegazy at times, but I just love their sound. I love their creative packaging, which is terrible to open and to work with, but it's originality, and I like that. So that's the new records. Take care. I'll be there soon, hopefully. So take care, and bye-bye.